Top 10 celebrities who hate Donald Trump. There is bound to be some hatred for Donald Trump, a man often criticized for his reckless candor and praised for his straightforward way of speaking. He's every Democrat's worst nightmare. And while your political party does heavily affect your perspective on politics, some Republicans apparently hate him too. It's not a surprise. After all, Trump is a controversial man. For many, he is seen to be unfit to hold the title of President of the United States. Today, we'll be taking a look at those who share the same opinion. Here at Are You Ready, we'll be discussing people who absolutely hate Donald Trump and have spoken out against him on numerous occasions. This includes celebrities, actors, politicians, basically anybody who holds public influence. Some of these people might surprise you, and you'll be shocked at all the negative things they've had to say about the man currently in office today. Without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Number 10. Stephen King, notorious for the stories It and The Shining. Just to name a few, Stephen King has earned his rightful title of Master of Horror. So, it says a lot if King thinks you're scarier than his own novels. Yikes. When asked if he thought the Trump administration was scarier than his stories, King replied with a resounding, "Yes, I do. I do. It's scarier." In fact, the author has been very vocal on Twitter when it comes to what he thinks of the incumbent president. He even tweeted out that the reality in which Donald Trump ran and won the presidency was his newest horror story. Number 9. Cher. American singer, actress, and television personality Sherilyn Sarkisian, or most notably known as Cher, has a few colorful things to say about Donald Trump. Well, maybe too colorful. Back in 2019, Cher was slammed for a disgusting tweet following the events of the Robert Mueller investigation. She stated that she wanted to see Trump in prison and be sexually assaulted. While the tweet itself was deleted, Cher has been unapologetic about her hatred for Trump. Other tweets have her calling Trump a liar, a racist, an anti-Semite, and a dictator in waiting who pulled the plug on democracy. Number 8. George Clooney. In an interview with USA Today, the famous actor shared how he thought the president was in way over his head and how completely incapable he is at his role as a leader of the country. Clooney even went on to say that Trump was a xenophobic fascist. The years have not softened his hatred for Trump, as recently, last month even, George Clooney donated $500,000 to the Equal Justice Initiative as a response to the president making Juneteenth famous. Number 7. John Legend. We've all heard of John Legend. After all, his hit song All of Me captured all of our hearts and made us adore his voice. And he's been using that same voice to criticize the Trump administration. In an interview with The Guardian back in September 2017, Legend listed out his thoughts about the president. 1. He thinks the president is an absolute embarrassment. 2. Trump is a liar. 3. Trump is corrupt. And 4. Trump encourages violence. All these things are based on his own observations, which are very spot on if you ask me. Number 6. Meryl Streep. During the Golden Globes, Meryl Streep was awarded with the Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement. However, instead of giving the usual thank yous to family and friends, the actress did something really brave. She stood in front of the podium, millions of eyes on her, and called out Donald Trump for imitating a disabled reporter. She used her platform to encourage others and not give bullies more power by giving them permission to keep doing this. As a response, Trump called her overrated. Number 5. Demi Lovato. In a series of tweets, Demi Lovato stood up against Trump's Charlottesville press conference where she basically told Americans to wake up. Apparently, the singer and actress couldn't stand by and watch the news as it broke her heart. She went on to say that regardless of political parties, something was wrong with the world, and she wasn't afraid to speak up about it. Lastly, she called out people by saying that you cannot classify a Nazi as a very fine person. Number 4. Samuel L. Jackson. Famous for his portrayal of Nick Fury, this actor isn't afraid to stand up against men he doesn't agree with. During a Get Out and Vote radio ad back in April 2017, Jackson urged voters to head to the ballot box so they don't have to be stuck with a president like Donald Trump any longer. Number 3. LeBron James. The famous basketball player shared his thoughts about Donald Trump through a video message back in September 2017. He said that Trump was trying to divide people, especially in a field where people were supposed to be brought together. This was after the NFL took a stand against police brutality by kneeling in protest. When Trump fired back with an insult, LeBron James responded by saying, "You really got this much time that you can comment on me?" Since Trump is the president, James has a point. Number 2. Chris Evans. We all know the man behind Captain America's shield, so it's no surprise that Chris Evans is against the Donald Trump administration as he plays a man who calls for democracy and justice. When Trump joked about police brutality back in 2017, Evans was quick to slam him and say that he was a reckless moron for encouraging such a stunt. He even stated that Trump had zero societal awareness and understanding. Number 1. Lady Gaga. Everybody knows Lady Gaga. It doesn't matter if you like her or not, you've probably heard of her music. And if you have, then you might have heard her opinion on Donald Trump. When the president announced his transgender military ban, Lady Gaga was quick to go on Twitter and call him out. She stated that the message Trump was spreading was endangering the lives of everybody across the country. Her response can chill you to the bone as she holds Trump responsible for attacking a group of people suffering from bullying and suicidal tendencies. It's no surprise that Donald Trump is not the most loved man in America. In fact, one could even consider him as the most hated man in the country right now. Due to his thoughtless remarks, all of which he isn't afraid of flaunting around on his Twitter account, Donald Trump has made several enemies. This comes from politicians, celebrities, authors, and many more. And who knows, maybe Donald Trump's growing list of mistakes and controversies will help tip the scale for the upcoming presidential election. Godspeed, America. If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell for more updates. Is there anything you want us to cover? Don't be afraid to tell us in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Are you ready?